Hello viewers, you are welcome to Hidden Treasure Educational Consultancy Services. We are out to help students, candidates, viewers, individuals to learn and know how to learn, especially in mathematics. Our work, our job is education. That is what we are continuing with. Today, we are going to start with beginner series. Beginner series. Beginner series is a series made for people maybe who did not have in their days ability or opportunity to solve a lot of calculations, or people who have deficiency in calculation, no matter the level of education. Our beginner series is really going to help you to start very, very well. So today in beginner series, we are taking off with the introduction. I know many people know how to add, subtract, divide, or multiply whole numbers. These are the four basic mathematical operations: addition and subtraction, division and multiplication. Many people can work whole numbers with this. That is why in this beginner series today, we are going to start with fractions. We know fractions, decimals, percentages, some of these things seem to be a problem to beginners. Yes, we start with fraction because fraction is actually the starting point. Let us go. We have a fraction like if we have a number 1 over 2. 1 over 2 simply means a whole number is divided into 2 equal parts and 1 part is taken aside. That is, in our elementary school, they draw to show us a whole number, divide it into 2 and try to shade 1 part, indicating that that side has been taken aside. So this side that has been taken aside now is 1 out of 2 equal divisions. 1 over 2 or half. Okay, we can also write 2 over 3, which means 2 out of 3 equal divisions. That means one can say it is divided into 3 equal parts and 2 parts are taken aside. The one on top, the number on top is numerator. 1 is numerator, yeah, 2 is numerator. The numerator is always telling us the parts that is taken aside. The denominator is always telling us how many parts that single whole number is divided. A whole number divided into 2 times, into 2 equal parts, and 1 is taken aside. A whole number is divided into 3 equal parts, and 2 parts are taken aside. I hope you understand. Assuming we have a diagram like this, where we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 equal divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equal divisions. If we take aside 3, for instance, 3 part of it, 3 equal parts are taken aside, then this diagram could be represented as 3 over 7. That means 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divisions. 7 equal divisions. So that is what the way we're going to take a fraction to be. It is very important that we talk about this fraction because that is all that will help us, even when we go to word problems, even when we go to the ones we think are a bit challenging. The starting point will always be the fraction itself. Alright, we have been able to show that half can be shown using this diagram. 2 over 3, this diagram. This diagram is 2 over 3 when we shade 2 out of 3 divisions. 2 out of 3 divisions. Because the one we have taken aside is the one we have shaded. That's how we take it to be here. Then, wait a minute. How can we represent a fraction like 1 whole number 2 over 3 or 3 over 2? How can we represent this? As we said before, that this is a fraction. How many times it is divided? Equal number of divisions and the part that is taken aside. Equal number of divisions and the part that is taken aside. How can we now convince someone that something is divided into 2 equal parts and 3 parts are taken aside? From where do we get that 3 parts that are taken aside? And that is why this type of fraction is called improper fraction. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 1 and number 2 are called proper fraction when the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Remember the word proper. It is the way it is supposed to be. It is in tandem with the logical reasoning. We can always say proper, yes, it is normal. It is the way we think it should be. But the improper fraction here, when we have a whole number divided into 2 equal parts, yet 3 parts are taken aside. Dear viewers, what this simply means is that the reason why 3 parts are taken out is that this contains 1 whole number. Every improper fraction has whole numbers. Like the one we have here, the meaning of this is that 1 whole number 1 over 2 it is a way we can express it. 2 divides 3 will give us 1. Remember 1. That 1 is 1 over 2. Then, if we want to use diagram to show this, it simply means that a whole number is divided into 2. Another whole number is divided into 2. Then, this particular whole number is taken aside completely. And this whole number, only 1 is taken aside. Can you see that each one here is over 2 because it's divided into 2 equal parts? But 1 whole number is taken inside. That means out of the 2 divisions, 3 parts are taken out. But what we recognize, even if the whole number is 20, even if the whole number is 10, is the number of division of each particular whole number. So, the improper fraction 3 over 2 can be illustrated using a diagram like this. 1 whole number, 1 over 2. That means 3 parts, which is this 3, over how many equal divisions we have in each diagram, in each whole number, and that is 2 divisions. Alright, let's go like this. If we are going to calculate with this, we can add, we can subtract, we can multiply, but we're not going there now. We want to use a fraction as a type of number that we will get first before we use it to express it in other topics. Take a look. If we have improper fraction as being at the middle, this diagram will explain it all to us. If you have an improper fraction this way, for example, this 3 over 2 we have there, an improper fraction can be changed to mixed number or mixed fraction. Either you call it mixed number, you call it mixed fraction. An improper fraction can be changed to mixed fraction. This is where it is an example. 3 over 2 being an improper fraction, we can change it to 1 whole number 1 over 2. The same improper fraction can be changed to percentage. We often express quantities around us, money, salary and wages in percentages. And improper fraction can be taken to percentage. Whenever we work on this particular fraction, before you take any number to percentage, you must express it as a fraction. And this improper fraction here, 3 over 2. When we change the percentage, it's going to be 150%. Remember, the number can be more than 100, even if it's percentage. All the improper fraction will be more than 100%. We are going to come to that later. Okay, then improper fraction can be changed to percentages. Remember, improper fraction can be changed to mixed numbers. The mixed numbers can be changed back to improper fraction. So the arrow is either way. Improper fraction can be changed to percentage. The percentage can be changed back to improper fraction. Taking from here, the same improper fraction can be changed to decimal number. For example, 3 over 2 can be changed to decimal number to become 1.5. 1.5. Again, improper fraction can be changed to ratio. For example, 3 over 2 can be changed to ratio, and when we change it to ratio, it becomes 3:2. Or, as some people say it, 3:2. Then, what we really want to make in this introduction is to let you know that whenever you are working with percentage, whenever you are working with mixed fractions, whenever you are working with decimal numbers, whenever you are working with ratio, you must have to start with fraction first, whether proper fraction or improper fraction. So the whole thing will start from fraction. You can now get to mixed fraction if it is improper fraction. You can now get to percentages, whether it is mixed fraction or whether it is improper fraction or proper fraction. You can get to percentage, get to decimal, and get to ratio. So in subsequent series, in subsequent topics in this series, beginner series, we will continue with conversions. How can we convert improper fraction to percentage, improper fraction to mixed fractions, improper fractions to decimals, and improper fraction to ratio? The whole thing has fraction has been at the center. Dear beginner, don't be afraid of this mathematics, because this series actually is meant to encourage you to start calculating, start working, so that the subject mathematics will eventually become one of those things you do to keep yourself happy. It is not going to be very good if a particular subject like this math will be the one that will stop someone from embarking on a particular course, reading or studying a particular course you want to do in life. We are here to encourage you. Remember that in all our series, if there is anything you don't understand about what we have said, if anything you don't understand here about what I have said about this dialogue, please drop a comment, like and share, so that we will also get back to you in subsequent classes to clear the doubt. Thank you very much. See you there.